Meryl Streep's new movie is Ricki and the Flash, and we're so pleased to have her right here in Studio 57. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to
nice
the morning.
To be here.
Yes.
Thank you.
When you look at that, does one of those mean more to you than the others?
When I just saw that one, with all the hair going like this, I remembered something a critic said: best performance by a head of hair. But no, I don't pick and choose among my children or the movies.
How do you choose?
How do I choose
What
new
roles?
things to do? Well, this was a kind of a no-brainer, Ricki and the Flash, because it was so.
I'd like to introduce my
The
band.
writing. I think I'm attracted by pungent writing that isn't afraid of contradictions and mess. And this is about the mess of life.
But the heart of it is a mother and daughter story, played by Mamie Montgomery. Do you know her?
Oh,
She's
yeah.
a very great actress who happens to
you.
be your real-life daughter. And it opens with a very powerful scene where she is pissed at you.
Yeah.
And I wonder what it's like for you watching her have such rage. I know it's acting, I get that. But was there something jarring about that?
I've seen her have. I've seen it from the age of 3. It's a very weird thing, and I've thought about this since we made the film, which was that when I looked at her on set, I really saw Julie. I really did. But that was partly because I didn't feel like Meryl Streep from New Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like Ricki. I felt like Ricki. I was so deep in, and I believed her. She gave me no. You know, it's only actors who are weak or insecure or worried that show you their, you know, their anxiety about working with you. My daughter has no fear of Meryl Streep, like none.
Because you changed her diaper, so she knows you as mom. Is it true that that Jonathan Demme said he didn't want the two of you communicating other than when you were acting on screen? Is that true?
Well, he told me that he didn't want me to talk to Mamie, and I assumed that that was because he didn't want 2 directors on the film. You know, he wanted to he wanted to do it himself, to direct her.
We've seen you sing in past movies, but we've never seen you play the guitar. How long did it take you to learn?
Well, I had never held an electric guitar, and so I guess I worked about 6 weeks with the electric guitar. And Jonathan Demme, our director, had told me, he was lying all over the place. He told me it was 3 songs that I would have to learn, and it's 10 songs.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Gaga
singing.
song,
There's
a Bruce Springsteen song.
But I didn't know that when you play the electric guitar, I mean, your fingers bleed. I mean, they bleed, and I was kind of like, Rick, like, look. He said, oh, yeah, that's all right. That's what you get.
Talk about Ricki's look, because when you first looked at yourself in the mirror, she's got this goofy hairdo with the braids coming down, thick black eye makeup. When you first looked in the mirror, Meryl, what did you think?
I thought
it was
looked
hilarious.
I just wanted it to be stuck in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, I really wanted her. You know, people pick their thing, and then they don't switch it up as times change.
Mission accomplished.
I felt that.
She
I
was
felt
very
that.
stuck. Yeah.
I felt that.
She's stuck, yeah.
Why do you work so hard?
Hello, Mr. Pot.
Yeah.
Calling the kettle black.
I was going
You
to
can
say.
ask him the same question, Meryl Streep.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're asking me, and each one feels like its own challenge, but it's also I think probably deeply, it's my therapy on some level.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have another outlet like that where I can go insane and think murderous thoughts and not be incarcerated for it, you know?
I know, but Meryl,
People you want to kill?
my lips are sealed. But really, Rick Springfield said this about you. What was the hardest thing about working, or what struck you? You said, I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I'm working with Meryl Streep. So when you walk on a set, people think of you as Meryl Streep, greatest actor of her generation, many people say. Do you, but I'm wondering how you handle that. Do you think I got to make people feel comfortable, or are you not aware of that, or do you just go on and just be you?
Or I got to live up to it?
I'm aware of it. It is the thing, you know, you feel in the room. It's like, I can't even think of what the metaphor is. I've so put it away from me because it's so not valuable in what I do. What I do requires keeping my pores open to the world. And I can't
Alert and
handle
available.
the label that
Yeah.
has been put on me, which is everybody in my business knows not true. But
No,
because
everybody in your
there's so
no,
many
everybody
people,
in your business knows it's true.
There's so
They
many
do.
people who are incredibly talented and that do things that I can't do, and that's true. Every year I see performances and I think, ooh, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take acting off the table of things that you can't do. Give me something that you can't do. Can you parallel park?
Oh yeah.
So what is it something Meryl
I'm going to
can't
be
do?
really mad when they have the self-drive cars because I take enormous pride in one move. One move in. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
this and then in it and in.
Yeah. But is there anything you really want to do that you haven't done? Is there a role that you think, my God, if I could fashion a role, this is what it would be for me? Or a classic or something?
I never think about things that way because each individual woman that I've met on the pages of the scripts that come is so,
Yeah.
each one is her own person, and there's so many people that are interesting in the world whose lives have been, you cover them every day, whose lives are incredible.
From Ricki to Maggie.
Yeah.
People love seeing you on the screen. We were all excited to go. We did a field trip to go see the movie.
Oh,
Because we
cool.
wanted to see Meryl on the big screen as a rock star. Mission accomplished to you, Meryl
Yes.
Streep.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Beautifully done.
The name of the movie is,
Rick in the Flash.
and it opens on Friday.